Welcome back to Sports on Tap. I'm your host, James Laney, with my co-host, Ryan.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not ready. I wasn't ready.
What happened?
And my other co-host, Kyle Johnson.
What the fuck happened?
What happened?
I don't like that.
I don't know what to do with my hands now.
I don't
know. I did not like that.
Not at all.
It's like when you cross your arms and you do it the other way.
I used to do that.
That's exactly what that was.
I used to do that.
That's exactly the uncomfortable level we're at.
I used to do that when I was really fat. I used my stomach as an armrest.
No, not this.
No, like I just sit there and they would like just go over my fatness and it just rests there. And I was like, this is the life. This is why I eat those carbs.
So like you had your own little like.
Then I realized I couldn't walk upstairs without dying, and I was like, I need the juice.
Okay, side note, walking upstairs in school, like in high school, when I had to walk up 2 flights of stairs, like I did sports, I was gassed. I don't care what time of the year it was, gassed.
Yeah, did I ever tell you about the time I passed up running up the stairs to lunch at school? What? Like legit fell down, out. Like
Kyle, that's because David probably had a gas leak.
There's a good chance. There's a good chance. No, dead ass.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
The ceilings were intact.
No, it was Friday. We were having popcorn chicken bowls, okay? I was sprinting out the door to get to that freaking lunch line. I was like,
Kyle.
Literally, dude. It's like, so I remember the stairs went up, had a flat part, and went up again.
Oh, like stairs?
Like, well, no, it was like it was like a whole fucking.
I know what he means, but that's literally how stairs.
Yeah, like I guess you fucking. All right, so literally, I'm running up. I get to like that flat part where it's like.
Yeah.
Just like 5-6 feet of like no stairs. And I trip on the last one, fall down. I'm like borderline in and out. Everybody's fucking parting the Red Seas right around me because they're like, I don't give a fuck.
It's popcorn chicken day.
Popcorn chicken, bro. It's Friday. Sorry. If you die, you die. I like stumbled my way into the nurse's office. She's like, are you good? I'm like, I don't know. I was just unconscious.
People looking it down, you'd be like,
that fucking Kyle.
You weakling. But okay.
That happened.
So today we're going to be talking about Jacksonville Jaguars, just Gardner Minshew with the quote of the year so far. Kyle, take it away.
Yeah, I haven't taken a shit all week because number 2 is not an option.
Oh,
Gardner Minshew.
What a
electric
bliss.
As much as I love Trevor Lawrence, can Trevor Lawrence and Gardner Minshew just be mic'd up in the same room together? Like, can we just follow them? Can we get hard knocks on those two?
I bet they have such a beautiful bromance. Now that I think about it.
Because Trevor's like...
Trevor's like trying to convert him to Jesus. And then Gardner's like, listen, I am Jesus. And I'm
pretty much.
He's like, well, boy, listen here.
Do you see this higher?
I just love his mentality, dude. I love the way
Gotta.
Like, the fact that this is actually a QB competition, he's taking it just like a QB competition. Not to mention, he's a good quarterback, and his play has shown nothing but that. Well, he has 37 touchdowns to 11 interceptions in his 2 seasons.
Well, throw picks.
The interesting thing about it, too, is you knew there was going to be a competition because there were teams that were like, hey, can we trade for Gardner Minshew after they drafted Trevor Lawrence, who everyone's been saying, and I mean, I've been on this wave, Trevor Lawrence is amazing, this and that, and they're like, no. Everyone's like, whoa, but you have Trevor Lawrence, like, you're not even going to play Gardner. And they're like, we're going to see what happens.
I'm
sorry.
I don't blame Jacksonville for not putting all their eggs in one basket. Like, it's smart. It's good.
2 young quarterbacks.
And Gardner Minshew's taking it seriously. It's not like he's like butthurt like somebody else. He's not taking the Carson Wentz route.
Space Jam.
Yeah. Anyways.
The first one.
First one was good. Yeah. Second one was just a big fucking advertisement.
Second one, I want the old Lola Bunny back.
Okay. We're not getting onto this.
Shh.
But I wouldn't be shocked if Gardner Minshew got the starting job just because he's been there. And, it's not bad to sit your rookie quarterback. There's a lot of guys that did. Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. Like, now, I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence. Well, Trevor Lawrence, actually, I will say, is probably going to be one of those elite guys. But
there's no shame in sitting them.
This team is not going to win. They're going to beat the Houston Texans in the division. They'll be 3rd in the division because they're not going to beat the Colts.
I don't know, though. We just went through their roster. Like,
it's
they have
young.
It's wicked young. Like, even their defense, I think the oldest person I saw was like 31, maybe.
Well, Tennessee's going to win the division. That's not.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
They're ready. They're competing now. Jacksonville's not competing right now. But I mean, they signed Marvin Jones. Their receiving core isn't horrible. It's better than what the Patriots had last year.
It's okay.
It's okay. Marvin Jones isn't bad. DJ Shark is still only 24. He's a big dude.
Tim Tebow. We'll see how he does, dude. This team is he's either gonna suck
if James Robinson
or be electric.
If James Robinson avoids the sophomore slump, bro. I mean, their linebacking core with Josh Allen, Miles Jack, and then I forget that guy from LSU, but he's only 21.
Don't forget about
Charson or whatever it is.
James Robinson's not alone anymore. They got, and I'm going to mess up his name.
Carlos Hyde.
No, not even him too, but the Clemson
too.
running back. Trevor's boy there.
Oh.
And they were saying, though, like, worst case scenario, because he worked out with the wide receivers.
I forgot about that.
They were saying, like, worst case scenario, like, he's a running back with elite wide receiver skills.
This team isn't horrible, dude.
I don't think they're going to be great this year because it is still young, but I think they're taking the right steps to be a good team.
So Jacksonville's going to lose a lot of games, but they're also going to be competitive in most of those games. Like, they're not going to get blown out like we saw last year by like 40-14 all the time. Like, it's not, and even when they did, it's not like their quarterback play was horrible. It was like their defense was just giving up a shit ton of points. They couldn't keep pace on offense because they didn't have enough playmakers.
Minshew also got hurt.
He got exactly.
So you don't even have your guy. And when Minshew was playing, it's like, okay, he's not bad. He was pretty accurate, things like that.
I don't know. He's like a redneck Baker Mayfield, but maybe with better arm talent. Like I don't know, right? I might just be overhyping Gardner Minshew.
I just love the dude's personality. He's never going to be one of these top dogs.
But as a you say that though, but as a QB, he's made almost no mistakes the entire time. It's just his opportunity has not. I mean,
well, it's interesting.
It's Trevor Lawrence. You're not going to pass Trevor Lawrence,
right? You're going to really sit there and evaluate what's going on because everybody's saying like this is the next elite guy. He's the guy.
But this is a great QB competition. I think everybody should pay attention.
I wish Jacksonville was on Hard Knocks because that'd be way more interesting than the Cowboys.
Oh my god! The Cowboys?
Although I will say I mean, I don't know. I could watch Jerry Jones make stupid mistakes all day.
Yeah, I don't need him mic'd up. I need a room with Tim Tebow, Trevor Lawrence, and Gardner Minshew. What are these conversations?
Actually,
the Bible.
I understand that, but Gardner will be like, wow, that's a pretty good book. I ain't never heard of it.
I mean, he's not illiterate.
No, I'm not saying that.
Gardner's like, this is a nice little storybook.
He goes,
Who wrote this?
Where'd you guys get this?
God. God did. Isn't he great? Do you feel the warmth? Do you see the light?
Do we even know? Like, Minshew could be like a religious guy. We don't even know. He's from the South, right? He's got to be.
No shit. He played at Mississippi State.
Yeah,
he's played at Northeastern too.
He's Southern. I don't know where he's from.
Mississippi State got the mullet mustache. He's his own cousin.
Wow, that's a quote.
Dude,
He's probably my favorite, like, captivating QB right now.
Well,
Minshew mania.
His story is pretty interesting too because going into his senior year, he was going to transfer to Alabama because he wanted to get into coaching and learn from Nick Saban and all those guys. Great place to learn how to coach. But then Northeastern, they're like, hey, come play with us, and you're going to break a bunch of records. And you're going to lead the NCAA in passing and touchdowns. And he did. Like, he was unbelievable. He just played for Northeastern. Or Northwestern. Sorry, I don't know why I said Northeastern.
It's in the north.
It's somewhere
up.
Up there. But it's
up there.
But the fact that he went and did that, and then he got drafted in like the 5th round or something, and it
was a later.
So to me though, it shows that he's mentally pretty smart too. Because if he wanted to be a coach, he's like, okay, well, you understand football pretty damn well.
Well, even his decision making shows it. He doesn't throw interceptions. He makes good reads. He places the ball well. Like
sometimes, but my only thing with that is he not going to ever risk it for the biscuit kind of thing? Where it's like sometimes you need to.
Well, of course, but sometimes it's like. Look at Tom Brady. He hardly ever when his bread and butter is literally dumps to the running back. If you give it to him, he will take it. It's like you don't necessarily have to force it. I mean, sometimes if there's a play on the line, it is what it is. It's like
I'm not saying I'm not saying Jameis Winston risk it for the biscuit, but like
Jesus,
you know what I mean.
His situational awareness at QB is already pretty good.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I think a lot more focus needs to be put on this QB competition because it's going to be very interesting.
Nobody's talking about it.
Nobody's talking about it.
I think it's just
everybody's just like, oh, Garner's whatever, good backup. Well, he could start on a lot of teams.
And I think Trevor Lawrence is clearly their long-term guy.
Mm.
But for this first year, you're not going to win. Why not?
I don't know if they...
Okay, you're not making the playoffs.
No, they're not
So,
making the
but
playoffs.
that's what-
But I could see them getting like 7-8 wins, like just quietly.
I would have to look at their schedule.
I would too. I haven't looked.
I mean,
but
2 wins against Houston. That is just such a shit show over there.
Yeah.
But my thing with, I mean, you don't have to start these guys right off the rip. Sometimes, I mean, look at Joe Burrow last year. You didn't. I understand why they started him because it's like, yeah, you have no other option. Jacksonville has that option. Where it's like, why not let Trevor learn more? Not put our franchise guy out there so he could get hurt. They have a way better O-line than
And you
Ben
know
the
what's,
Bengals,
you know
which
what's
is
crazy,
not
right?
tough.
Say Gardner Minshew comes out, right? Say he gets the starting job. He not necessarily wins out, but Jacksonville's like, you know what? We're gonna let Trevor sit for a year, really develop, really get him used to the system. Then Gardner Minshew comes out, throws for 4,800 yards. I don't know, 36 touchdowns and like 10 picks. Then
what are these electric stats you're throwing at me right now?
4,800 yards?
No, he's
That's
just
not-
throwing out a hypothetical.
I'm just saying, like, say he does it.
Well,
And then it's like,
that's
now what? Now what do you do as Jacksonville?
Well,
That's
then
one of
what-
the
Could you
best
imagine?
Well,
problems
then
to
what
have.
Jacksonville has is a beautiful problem.
A beautiful problem.
Now, the
But
thing-
then it's
Because
like,
then you if that happens, you sell high on Gardner. You sell high.
but
Or
what if
do you
he's,
sell
what
high
if
on
he's the
Trevor?
guy, though?
No, you sell high on Gardner because he proved he could do it.
But
Trevor has no proof that he could do it yet.
But that's the thing. But he has already been so sought after in the draft, where it's just like, say Gardner Minshew, I don't think he's going to put up that fat of stats.
I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, say he does.
I think you sell high on Gardner because Trevor's the next guy.
You could get a first-round pick for that type of quarterback play.
You know, but if Gardner can,
Well,
That's what,
right? But like, Trevor's already a first overall pick anyway.
yeah.
yeah, but if he doesn't do anything on the field, because he doesn't get an opportunity, if they say like they sit him for this year,
I mean,
I think
that'd be one of
that
the
is a
most-
perfect situation, or like
that'd
a
be one of the
perfect
most
problem.
captivating problems, though. Like, that'd be one of the most, like, imagine putting yourself in that situation where it's like, what do you do? Like, that's
I really don't see it happening.
because he would only be 26 at that point. Trevor would be 22.
And if you're talking about
But
well,
then-
are you talking
but
about a
you-
guy that's already there, or Trevor? It's like, some guys and
But
Trevor's going to
at that point, you have a quarterback ready guy who's ready to lead for another. Quarterbacks can play till they're 36, 37 before any statistical anomalies start happening, anyways.
I would say even at this point now, there guys
Russell-
playing into their 40s. You know
That's
what I mean?
It's like, what the? I
What would you do?
I don't know, and I think it's possible to. I really don't think it's like out of the ordinary. They need good offensive. They need really good offensive line play. That's what it comes down to.
Their offensive line is middle of the pack. We've always said
They're young.
If you
They're-
hear
they're
about if you-
26 is the oldest offensive lineman they have on that team.
If you hear people talking about an offensive line, you either have a top 3 offensive line or a bottom of the barrel offensive line. If nobody's talking about your offensive line, it's like, okay, they're doing their job. They're doing okay.
I mean, they were
It's-
bad last year. There were a lot of sacks. I don't know,
but they're also still young. I'm
it's a team to watch. They're
Absolutely.
it. I wish I knew their schedule. I wish I did know it because I want to know what games they would actually have a shot at.
yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Minshew is just. I love Minshew.
Actually, do you want me to bring up their schedule? Then we'll go down it.
Pull
and
it up.
see- Yeah. All right.
Pull it up.
All right. Keep talking, boys.
Let's not forget, realistically, say both of them go down. You still have Tim Tebow.
Wild concept. Wild
Oh
concept.
my God, that's yeah.
Tim Tebow revives his career. He throws for 4,800 yards. He's not going to happen.
I mean, that's they have another. I mean, they have a third string quarterback, so it
Who
wouldn't
is
have
it?
to be.
Oh,
Tebow.
you're talking about Tebow?
No, it's not Tebow.
Who's their third string quarterback?
I forget. I
Colt
was
McCoy?
No, I was looking at the roster a minute ago. It's nobody.
Nobody relevant.
not
Well, I mean,
really.
we were talking Gardner Minshew as your backup or Trevor Lawrence as
Dude.
your backup.
Gardner Minshew.
Did you see after his rookie year? It was
Like-
It was right before COVID, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm going to go on an RV trip cross country. Let me know where I should go eat." I'm sorry. What did you just? This is what you're doing?
Dude, I don't
He
know.
goes, "Yeah."
He's a cool dude. He doesn't seem to get like blinded by the moment type guy. He knows how to win. He's a proven winner.
He's a guy that's just like, "We lost today. Let's get
I don't
better."
know, dude. He gives me like
Chills.
no. It's like he's a guy who I could see really doing something in this league.
All right, so I got the schedule up now. So one of you two actually break out your phone and then mark down a W or L for whatever we say.
Okay.
Then we will figure out their record at the end.
Right.
So so their first game is against the Texans.
W.
Also, before that, are we saying this as Minshew the starter or Lawrence the starter?
Ooh, fuck.
Let's go Minshew because I
Let's
really
go-
think
we're
they're
talking
gonna.
Minshew. Let's go through
I
with Minshew.
think they're gonna sit Trevor just because they're gonna let Trevor develop.
I think it's a smart thing to do.
So let's
Okay.
say they go with Minshew.
Okay. All right, so still 1-0.
Still,
All right.
I mean, in that situation,
I would
it's a
still,
dub.
even if it's Trevor, I'd still go.
You could put their third string and it's a dub. Texans are such a mess.
Fair enough. Broncos.
I'm gonna give it to the Broncos.
It's a tough defense.
I might go Jags there, to be honest.
Really?
Oh, so
Well, let's
sure.
majority. Let's do
I was
majorities.
about to say I'm tiebreaker. How many times do they play the Broncos?
Once a year. Well, this year it's once.
I think they could split
Yeah, it's only once.
That's not. They. How do you split once?
if they played twice.
They don't.
I'll say L. That's a loss.
Ooh. So 1-1. 1-1.
Cardinals, they're gonna get smacked.
Oh,
Smacked.
loss.
That's a loss.
Kyle.
Bengals,
Ooh.
that should be a fun game.
You know what?
That's a
I'm
great
gonna give
game.
them the dub. I think that'll be a fun game
Yeah,
just
well,
because
yeah,
their pass rush.
yeah.
Their pass rush. I can't even.
They
talk
really
today.
do. They have a
Their
good
offensive
pass
line
rush.
is just so bad.
I'll give them the dub.
I would give them a dub there.
I'll give them the
All
dub.
Jesus, Titans.
Let's think about this one. Derrick Henry's going to kill them.
Fuck no,
Julio Jones is going
baby.
to moss everyone. AJ Brown's going to stiff arm. It's just yeah,
They're 2-3 right now.
Dolphins.
loss.
I don't know.
I'm going loss.
It's fair enough. I mean,
What do
They're
you
more
say,
put
Fahey?
together.
What do you say, Fahey? It comes down to Tua. What kind of quarterback are you going to
They
get?
don't
I don't know.
got
I
this
think honestly, I think it comes down to how Miami's defense plays.
They were solid last year. Brian Flores is a good coach.
Yeah,
I'm going
I
defensive
might go.
minded coach.
I might go loss.
I'm
there.
going loss.
I'm going
I'll go loss. I'll play it safe.
All right.
Europe.
Seahawks.
Fat L.
Yeah,
What did they do on their defense?
that's the only thing. I don't think they've
No.
upgraded that at all.
I don't think they have either.
Cam threw for 300 yards.
Yeah.
I'm still going with Wilson. I trust Wilson. I mean,
Oh, you can trust Wilson all you want. It's still early in the season. The Seahawks might not have.
but
that-
what's their secondary? You know what I mean? Like their pass rush is good, but their Jacksonville's secondary.
do
DK
you say?
Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Wilson in the first half of the year. Oh my god, MVP, always is.
That's just because he was having to make up for that horrible fucking defense.
Oh, what did they do for the defense this year?
I'm gonna say a
Nothing.
dub. I'm gonna say a dub.
What do
That's a
you say,
winnable
Fahey?
game.
Yeah, I go win too. I think it's. I
Okay,
think that's one of
okay.
those sneaky wins of the
That's-
Jaguars.
We're going majority. We're going majority. Wrong.
Oh God, Bills.
Loss and loss.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I was about to
Okay.
say Colts. They're gonna. I think Jacksonville might run a train on that team.
Really?
It depends-
That defense
Not
is
the
good,
that,
though.
that defense is
is
good.
really
The
good.
Who's
only-
their quarterback?
It depends. Carson Wentz, either he's going to thrive behind that offensive line.
No way.
I don't. Well,
Or
that's
he's
the thing.
going to
I don't know how
be
they
the
get.
same
I don't know
Carson.
how they get pressure. I mean, Jacksonville has
I
a
know
good.
The offensive line's pretty nice too, but I think
That's what
just that factor of
I could
Carson
see.
Wentz.
I could see them splitting because they play twice a year.
You want to give him? So all right, we'll give him.
I'm
a win.
going. I might go win there. To be honest,
We'll give him a win. That defense is scary though.
it is. I think. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's a shot.
So
in
we'll
the
give
dark,
them the
but-
win on this one.
But I'm banking on Carson Wentz shitting himself. 49ers.
L.
Loss.
If they're healthy, loss.
L. Dude, that defense when it's healthy.
You know.
That's
Well,
and well,
Minshew's running for his life.
and they
running.
run. And I don't know how Jacksonville's not going to have the best run defense. They really aren't.
You're talking about an elite front seven compared to a young offensive line.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they.
No.
No, bro.
So that's an L.
Yeah, all right.
Falcons. It's an interesting one.
Oh, because their defense is garbage.
Yeah.
Their defense is absolute garbage.
And they're down Julio now.
Yeah, they got
But
Kyle
they-
Pitts. And I'm not saying Kyle Pitts is
I know he's
Julio.
Still tight end.
I'm not saying.
They only have Calvin Ridley. If he stays
Okay, you
healthy.
say
I
that
still
like
say
he's
it's a
only-
loss.
No, I know, but like that's it. Though.
I'm going with the more experienced team in this one.
I still think it's a
Yeah,
loss.
It's a loss. Though. It is a loss, but like I'm just.
That's one of those
Yeah.
sneaky. That's one of those ones you can win, but I think I
it's gonna-
honestly think they. It depends on how the season goes. That's
I
one of those teams. Falcons are either good or bad, and it's every year.
I see that being a high scoring game
Yeah.
because Atlanta has a way better.
I could also
offense,
see that
but their
being like a
defense is
40 to
so-
14 point blowout.
No, I see. What did they do on defense to improve? No major moves that I heard of.
Nah, I'd have to go look.
I'm sure they made some, but nothing that will totally alter it.
What else we got?
L.
Rams.
Loss.
MVP Matt Stafford is
L.
ruin them.
L.
Big old L.
Dude, Aaron Donald's going to kill Minshew. Jalen Ramsey going to lock down Marvin Jones. No.
Titans again.
L.
Loss.
There's no.
There's no
there's
way.
yeah. Texans. Back
Give him the dub.
back
Give him
on
the dub.
board.
Another dub.
The Jets. Back on the dub.
I'll give him a
board.
dub. I'll give him a dub
Yeah.
on that because,
And
yeah.
Back-to-back wins right there.
Whoa. little bit of a hot streak.
Patriots.
I'm going L. I gotta trust Bill. Bill can outcoach.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be late in the season, so if Minshew kind of falls off and they put Lawrence in, Belichick ruins rookie quarterbacks. Always has, always will. Don't care what
and let's not
drafted.
forget the defense has been built up and everything, and they got everybody coming back. And
Doughboy
could be starting by then.
I think he gets
Doughboy could be
outcoached.
starting week 1, but that's a whole nother
I
conversation.
think he gets outcoached.
Yeah.
And then finally Colts again.
We said they're gonna split. So what did we give them the first time?
Loss.
So
We
that's a
gave them a
loss.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
That's 6 and 10.
6 and 11.
Yeah,
6 and
that
11.
was like that's not correct.
Well, I just counted.
Well,
the
6 and
wins.
11.
6 and 11.
That's not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Like,
That's
not-
not bad. From a team that won 1?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Going from that and then going to the next season, what their cap? I don't know what it is.
And keep in
They're
mind,
going to have a high cap.
They're going to be
not
like a
paying
top
anybody.
3 in cap.
They're not paying anybody.
They were smart to not go all in on this offseason because there weren't really a lot of big free agent guys out there. Where it's just like
and if there were, the Patriots got him for some reason.
literally, and it's just like there were no guys that were really going to alter their team that much. Where
have a
this
good-
upcoming offseason, I don't know who's actually going to be a free agent.
They have a good baseline, dude.
They have a lot of good, solid young talent, but then if there's a lot of great free agents coming up, then it's like, okay, this is where you spend the money. This is where you improve your secondary. This is where you maybe even get those offensive line pieces you need. Because their offensive line's young. Not all of them are going to develop. It's just statistic. It's not going to
No,
happen.
you're right,
It's
you're right.
very unlikely. Jacksonville, I feel like, is going to have a few fun games this year, though.
I keep an eye on Jacksonville, especially quarterback play. It's going to be. This is a competition to watch.